Hi guys, my name's Courtney and welcome back to my channel. I haven't done a sit down video in a really long time, but I just wanted to do this one because it's something that from one woman to another, this information kind of gets lost in translation or something. And I would have loved to know these things when I was pregnant. And you may already know these things, but personally, these are the things that I didn't know or didn't think about. The first thing that I wish I had have known about pregnancy going into pregnancy is that yes, your hair will get luscious and thick and long, and if you're like me, it's the first time you've experienced nice thick hair and it's great, but postpartum, it all falls out. I mean, it is everywhere. It's all over the floor, it's in your basin, it's on your baby and wrapped around their fingers, it's in your crack, front and back. And you won't know how, but it gets everywhere. And if you're like me and you have fine gross hair anyway, you'll be looking after the 5 strands that's left on your head because you're so scared that those 5 strands will fall out and you'll be left completely bald. Number 2 is sciatic back pain. I didn't even know what this was until I got pregnant. And it didn't happen until midway towards the end of my pregnancy, but it left me bedbound sometimes. I couldn't move. It felt like someone was stabbing me in the back and twisting the knife. I don't know how else to explain it. Back pain's one thing, but sciatic back pain is a whole other level. The next thing I wish I had have known is that sleeping positions are limited. There's so much advice being thrown at you from every direction when you're pregnant. Do this, don't do that, eat this, don't eat that. And one of those pieces of information is don't sleep on your back and don't sleep on your stomach. And don't sleep on your right side. Only sleep on your left side because that gets the best blood flow to the placenta and to the baby. For the first trimester, you can sleep pretty much any way you want, but from the second trimester onwards, your left side is pretty much the only side that's recommended to sleep on. And I don't know about you guys, but I toss and turn like 50 times a night. So since having my baby, I have loved being able to sleep any which way that I please. The next thing that I wish I had have known going into pregnancy is an important one, for me anyway, and it was that some cramping and spotting can be normal. I had some serious cramping issues the whole first trimester of my pregnancy. I even had some spotting here and there as well, and I freaked out thinking it was the end of the world, thinking that it was the end of my pregnancy, but it wasn't. And I was shocked to see that little heartbeat on the screen after what felt like extreme period pain that left me on the floor of my bathroom in the middle of the night, passed out, covered in sweat. I thought for sure that something was wrong, but nope, it all turned out to be okay. And apparently, according to my doctor, some cramping can be normal. That cramping that I felt that day was pretty close to labor pains for me. The next thing that I wish I had have known, and people probably already do know this, but I personally didn't really think about it, is that food aversions ruin your diet. Going into pregnancy, I was like, I'm going to eat organically. At the very least, I'm just going to eat vegetables and meat, and I'm going to be healthy, and I'm not going to eat junk food, and I'm going to avoid sugar, and that is not what happened. On top of the fact that you have a huge list of things that you're told not to eat, everything that is good for you makes you nauseous. I couldn't look at spinach, I couldn't look at broccoli, the smell of it made me almost vomit. Chicken, couldn't eat chicken, and that was my whole diet out the window. When I looked at these 2 lists of what not to eat and what makes me want to throw up, I had nothing left. It was chocolate and chips. I basically lived on chocolate and chips for 9 months. Chocolates and cakes and donuts and lamingtons, and I don't know how my baby lived. And I felt terrible about it. I felt like the worst person in the world because I'm supposed to be eating these healthy meals and having a balanced diet, and I just couldn't. It made me feel sick. But at the end of the day, even though I ate like crap, my baby is healthy and happy, and that's all that matters. The next thing that I wish I had have known about pregnancy going into it is that your husband may not sympathize with you. And this might just be me because my husband is not a very emotional or sympathetic person, but I was working full-time, flying, pregnant, and then coming home and doing 100% of the housework. And when I asked for help from my husband, I got attitude. I was expecting going into pregnancy you know, foot massages and, oh, it's okay, honey, sit down and watch TV. I'll do the dishes, I'll cook dinner. And that is not what happened. But that very well could just be my husband. Your husband might treat you like a princess, who knows? And the last thing that I had heard before I got pregnant, but I didn't really believe it, is that once your baby is born, you forget all of the bad things that happened, including every horrible symptom you had throughout your pregnancy and how painful and horrible the birth was. That is true. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, I'm not gonna forget this pain when I was in labor. But you do, it all becomes just insignificant. It doesn't matter, because when you look at your little baby, this little thing that you've created, none of the horrible symptoms or the labor pain matters. I would have gone through it the next day, the next second after she was born, just so that I could have her. Okay guys, I hope you like this video. If you haven't already subscribed, you can subscribe below if you would like to follow our journey. I do post day in the life videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.